let's do some updates on coronavirus in our crossover to Germany. Chancellor Angela Merkel surprised Germans on Wednesday by apologizing for mistakes related to the management of the coronavirus pandemic in that European country. Merkel had previously announced a stricter lockdown over the Easter holidays, but after previously unannounced emergency talks on Wednesday and widespread criticism, she surprisingly overturned the decision. For more on this, we're joined from Berlin by Deutsche Welle's political correspondent Thomas Sparrow for our usual weekly crossover. Thomas, it is certainly surprising to see the German Chancellor reverse a decision on such short notice and ask for forgiveness. What's the background to all this, and what does it really mean for her?
Well, after marathon talks on Monday in the Chancellery, 12 hours long and well into the night, Merkel had announced a slightly stricter lockdown over the Easter holidays, all that to discourage travel and social contact, with churches asked to hold their services online, public gatherings prohibited, and almost all shops closed during those 5 days. But after strong criticism, even from within her own ranks, both at the measures and the style of leadership, Angela Merkel surprised everyone in Germany on Wednesday with a reversal and an apology, stressing that the idea of a stricter Easter shutdown was difficult to implement in such short notice, saying the mistake was hers alone and recognizing that it was causing additional uncertainty among Germans. Her statement on Wednesday was remarkable. It will probably go down as one of her most memorable and difficult ones in her 15 years as German Chancellor, and it will probably also be mentioned as part of her legacy at a time when Germans are preparing to elect her successor in only 6 months.
Give us some context. How bad is the coronavirus crisis in Germany now? It doesn't seem very positive, although Germany did a lot of good at the beginning.
Germany is facing a very difficult time during what has been described as the third wave of the coronavirus pandemic. Infection cases are up to the extent that they're growing exponentially again. There are more active cases. There's an increase in hotspots and obviously growing concern. And this concern has to do in particular with the coronavirus variants, especially the B.1.1.7 variant, which was first found in the UK, which is becoming more prevalent in Germany and is considered to be more deadly, more contagious, and more contagious for longer. And that's the reason why Chancellor Merkel had spoken of Germany basically being in a new pandemic.
And all this is happening as Germany rather slowly progresses with its vaccination rollout. Why is it going so slowly, by the way?
More than 11 million vaccine doses have been administered in Germany, and this means that over 9% of Germans have received at least one dose, and over 4% are now fully vaccinated. This is slow compared to other countries, both inside the EU and outside the bloc. Part of the problem is definitely related to delivery issues at the wider European level, but Germany's rollout has also been badly affected by bureaucracy, by lagging digitalization, by organizational issues. And that's why leaders met last week in a so-called vaccination summit to try and speed things up. And part of the strategy will involve including GPs and family doctors in the whole process as of April, so that they can vaccinate their own patients. As of now, vaccinations mainly took place in big centralized centers. And officials hope that this will help give the rollout not only speed, but also flexibility.
Well, Thomas, thank you very much for that update. We wait to see how it goes, even as Angela Merkel gets a successor voted into office. Thomas Sparrow is political correspondent with our partners, TW, joining me all the way from Berlin.